pretty visible on the internet with your quarantine in New York. Could you kind of go through what that was like when you were able to get back from Raleigh and some of the the hardships that you had to deal with?
So pretty much, I went home like for the break, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna go home for like 3 or 4 days, but it ended up being like a whole like 2.5, 3 months. So I was just like I was stuck at home, and like a couple of gyms was closed, stuff like that. So I just had to find a way, and my coach like started a Zoom link, so we started working out with him at About You on Zoom, and pretty much I was just going to the park, stuff like that, trying to get in shape the best way I could.
What kind of shape were you in when you finally got back to campus? And how long did
Um,
it take you to get back into playing, condition?
at first, like as far as like lifting, it was pretty like it was like different because I wasn't touching any weights. I was doing more body weight stuff. Like I was still strong, but I wasn't as strong as I was when I left. But I had to take like a couple weeks to get back to normal.
Daniel Wilson, go ahead.
How would you say your relationship is with Coach Wild, as well as how you and the rest of the line have been adapting to his coaching style?
It's been really good. I feel like it's a good fit for us. Like he came in and automatically like we liked his coaching style, so I feel like we have a pretty good relationship with him.
Okay, sorry. Rob McLam, go ahead.
Hey, I was wondering, with the odd front, how important will the defensive line be? How important is it to get pressure on the quarterback this season?
It's extremely important for us. I feel like this defense, like in order for it to work, like we have to be like the main ones, like putting in the work the most. I feel like it starts with us, and we're gonna take pride in that this year.
Jonas Pope, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you about one of your teammates. Daniel Joseph is a new guy. You guys are in the same room. He's an older guy who transferred here. What's he like, first of all, off the field, and what's it like to play with him? What have you seen from him through fall camp since he's been with you guys?
First, he's like like a lot of energy. He bring a lot of energy to the room, and he's like pretty much like is a lead, like try to be a leader a lot, and like speaking up, helping out guys, like especially with like pass rush and stuff like that, and even like teaching, like telling guys about like cadence, stuff like that. So I feel like he's been really helpful, and seeing him on the field, like he's a really good pass rusher.
He's an older guy though. He transferred. He's graduated already. Is he a little bit more mature? Is he kind of like the big brother or father figure type? Not father figure. That's inappropriate. But big brother, like off the field, kind of leading you guys and kind of being that guy off the field.
Yeah, like he's like not like big brother, but I say like brother. Like we all look at each other as kind of like equal. Like we all like just one brotherhood. We don't try to look at anybody else as above anybody.
Mark Armstrong.
Ibrahim, how draining has the summer and fall camp with the attritions you had with all the contract tracing stuff? What kind of a battle does it seem like you guys have already won just to even make it this far?
Honestly, I feel like we've been doing a really good job. Really haven't had like nothing crazy, and we've been able to like practice, so I don't think it's been that bad for us.
Mark, was that good? It froze up for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He could restate his answer if he wanted.
Yeah, could you do that one again, please, Ebro?
Could you ask the question again?
Yeah, I just Coach was talking about how you guys have been so resilient with everything that the team has been through, even just to get to game week. So, what's that been like from your perspective?
I think we've been doing a really good job with it. I think like compared to like a lot of other schools, I feel like we've been doing a great job, and we've been able to get our practices in. So I think we're doing a good job with it.
Kenton Gibbs, go ahead. Kenton, you're on mute too.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So far early in the season, it's looked like even the most elite passing teams are struggling to find their rhythm. So a lot of these games are being won and lost up front. NC State is coming back with a pretty good defense, rush defense from last year. But how do you all plan to build on that, especially in these early weeks where there's not going to be that much throwing of the ball, and the receivers aren't going to be in that great of a rhythm for deep balls with the quarterback.
Can you repeat the question again? My bad.
There's no problem. Basically, what I've seen a lot in the early games is teams are having problems completing deep balls. And so I was just wondering, for the most part, teams who have been winning and running the ball well up front have been coming away with victories early this season because of how everything's been. And obviously running the ball requires less timing and all that than passing. So how do you all plan to stop the run and, do what you're doing, build on what you did last season in the front seven?
Just play our blocks, stay in our gaps, and try to get off blocks and make plays.
Looks like one final one here, Brett Freelander.
Yeah, is it an advantage or a disadvantage to having, to playing a team that's already played a game?
It's an advantage because you have the opportunity to watch film on them, and they don't have film on you. So, I think it's been a real good advantage for us.
Anything else for Mr. Kante here before we let him go? We good? Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all.
Ricky, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Next up, we have Ricky Person. Jonas, if you want to start us off, please.